Day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, hustling, hustling.
Oh, welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. Let me know how everyone's feeling out of 10. Make sure you guys are spamming that like button, hitting the share, so other people can spam the like button and hit the share. Let's get this party started, y'all. What is up? Let's take a look at the markets. Get into your guys' question. Right now, looking at the crypto bubbles, it has been, I don't say a bloodbath, but a pretty bloody day, especially for some of the bigger coins. Obviously, we had the big news about Tron again. They were not Tron. Ton again was Echoes. My bad. My bad. Are we good now? Can you hear me now? Good. Obviously, the big news is Ton was they shut down the blockchain again. And we talked about this in previous live streams. People asked me what are my opinions on it, and I said it was in distribution. And I said to take profit. To be very clear, I said that, buy the rumor, sell the news, and then I looked at the charts and I said, I take that back wholeheartedly, do not agree, take profits. This is clearly in distribution, and it doesn't look like it's going to get good anytime soon for Ton. It's got some work to do. Bitcoin sitting at 59,194, and people are freaking out. Oh, jeez, Rick, I'm freaking out, man. The fear and greed sitting at 34. You love to see it. Deep in fear now. Take some profit and pay your taxes. Opinion on Bitcoin. Opinion on Bitcoin. Let's dive deeper into the question. Let's have a clear objective here. So when you're asking me my opinion on Bitcoin, are you asking me my opinion on Bitcoin right this second? Are you asking me my opinion on Bitcoin, the technology? Are you asking my opinion on Bitcoin the next decade? This bull run? This week? This month? What's your angle here? Can you do charts on XYO today? Futures please option. I got you. XRP to $1 million a coin. Ha! Good morning. Good evening. Bitcoin now. Okay, Bitcoin now. Let's get into it. Bitcoin right meow. Ski, can you tell everyone to keep the prices low until I get paid? No promises, my brethren. I don't know what type of pool you think that I have. Hello, what is up? Ski, you've been saying XRP going to $5 to $14. So after that, where will we retrace back to? Wanting to ask that. Depending on how high we go. All right, let's get into Bitcoin first. We're going to chart Bitcoin, get into that, and then we're going to look at XRP. Good morning, good evening, good night. Everybody needs to sell their Bitcoin as soon as possible. Cap. I'm in 3:30 a.m. UK time. Damn. Did you get up early for this stream, or is this late for you? Are you like really that much of a savage that you set your alarm? What do you think about NVIDIA? We'll take a look at NVIDIA. Take a look at it. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Spam that like button, hit that share. Let's get this stream rocking and rolling, y'all. So right now, the question was, what is my opinion on Bitcoin right now? This is it. Right now, this is what's happened over the last cycle, so to speak, the last monthly recap. We came to 53K in July. Okay, that was clearly a local bottom. Maximum fear pumped all the way up to 69K. Got rejected on the top of the range yet again. And when we pull a Fibonacci from the top of this all the way back down to 50K, when the Japan rate cuts spooked everybody, right? When the Japan rate cuts spooked everybody and their brother, everybody was freaking out, man. I'm freaking out, bro. It's over. We're cooked. It's done. And then we went all the way back up yet again, 31%, I believe it was, from the top to the bottom. What was the percentage of that gain? We're cooked. 32%, 3 years of stock market gains, 3 years of amazing stock market gains in the matter of not even 30 days. How many days was that? How many days? 20 days. 3 weeks. Less than 3 weeks. Bitcoin did 3 years of stock market gains. You love to see it. Says, hey, everyone waiting for 45K Bitcoin. If everyone's waiting for it, it's not coming. It's not coming. How high will Pangola go? Long journey, I got you. We're going to look at Bitcoin, and then we're going to look at XRP, and then I'm going to get into your guys' individual coins and questions after that. So this was a clear rejection off of this 702. That is a common place to get rejected. And right now, we're right back at this local support at the 0.5 and also a macro support. There's a good bit of trading at this range now. So do I anticipate us to get through this on a macro level? Now, through this as in like 50K again. Through 50K. Do I think we're going lower than 50K? No, I do not. There's a lot of support here. What are we looking like on the RSI? We're neutral on the RSI. So technically on that aspect, we could go lower. But the fear and greed is pretty low as well. And again, on that aspect, we could go lower. But I think that this was the rally. I mean, this was clearly your automatic rally from this crashing point. It wouldn't be weird for us to get back to the 236. Or the 382. That would be like the lower reasonable target of where we're going to go. And then I've told you guys for weeks, months now, we've been waiting. Like realistically, we're still ranging. And that is so boring and such a cop-out, but it's true. We are ranging. We have been in between 50K and 75K for 6 months. So if you are a swing trader, anytime we got below 60K, it was a good buy. Anytime we got above 70, it was a good place to de-risk. So right now we're below 60K again. So to me, it's a good macro buy. And I've said many times, sorry guys, I don't know why this is shaking like that. I've said many times that where we're at right now, to me on the macro scale is where we're coming back to in the next bear market, as in 2026, 2027, this is exactly where I think we're coming to. 60K. Okay, so over the course, like if I'm going to map it out to you right now, give you the entire keys as to what's going to happen over the next 2 to 3 years, this is it. And I'm going to give you just like medium, most likely case scenario. Most likely case scenario is that we go to $138,000 in 2025. It's either going to be in April or it will be in October, November. Not a range. I'm not telling you a range in between this time. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is literally this month or that month. Bitcoin's going to go to the medium case scenario is $138,000. The bull case scenario is $207,000. But let's just go off of the medium case. And let's say it's October of 25. We are going to distribute like so. We're going to come up, distribute, and come back down. And where are we going to come back down to? Right where we are right now. 60K is the likely bear market low of 2026. 60K. And in fact, the reason why that we have been trading as long as we have is we are laying the floor. We are laying the foundation brick by brick. And in the rules of Wyckoff, the textbook rules of Wyckoff state, they state the more of these data points that you have at a range, the higher your target is expected. And I'm giving you a low end target, 138K. The high end is 207. But where I think that we're coming back to in 2026 to reaccumulate through 2027, so starting 2026 through 2027 is going to be 60 to 70,000. We're going to be ranging there. So right now, in my opinion, over the macro, we're already at the next bottom. On the macro scale, I'm not talking about wicks and days and like, aha, nana, boo boo. I'm talking about like a range 4-year macro, which is how I view the market. My perspective, my horizon is decades, not dollars. Decades, not dollars. It's decades, not days. It's decades, not hours. It's decades, not months. It's decades, not weeks. Okay? Now I finished work at 1 a.m. Go. Map it, he says. Map it. Are you betting the cat again? People better sell 2025. You absolutely should take profit when Bitcoin gets to these ranges. Okay? All right, so that's what I think for the entire, like, just mapped it out. Now, when we zoom in, so that's zooming out. Now, when we zoom in, I don't anticipate us to get below 50K. The likely low is going to be 56, 57K. We could get into there. Anything, though, when you have the wide horizon view that the most likely scenario is going to 138K in 2025, 2026, back testing into 60 to 70K, we are already at the bottom in the next bear market. We're already there right now. Okay, and by the way, that would be pretty crucial, right? So, like, you might be thinking, like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. But if we go on a rampage up to 138K, which is just the medium case scenario, right? And then come all the way back, that's 58% to the downside. That's going to hurt. And by the way, that to me checks out. Let's see what it looks like from 207. Typically, we have about 70, but there's a lot more bigger. There's a lot more. There are way more big players in the game now. 207 is literally 70%. We have been here for a long time. And again, the rules of Wyckoff state, the longer you are, the more data points you have at a range, the higher your target is. Right now, we have 6 months of data points at this range right here. 6 months of data points. That is an eternity in cryptocurrency. You do not get that. So the longer you stay at a range, the higher your targets are. I'm saying that the medium case is 138, but in all likelihood, it could very well be $207,000. What up, Ski? Let's go. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the give me the vote and the lightning, you savages.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Longer the base, the higher the space. That's right. Where does that put Bitcoin 2028, 2029? Bobcat says 500K plus. I agree. I actually agree with that. I mean, it's hard to... I could give you a loose, very loose guesstimate, right? So let's do it. This is very, very loose. So we're stating that we're going to 207 and we're going to come back to 60K. Yeah, about 420,000. Okay, that's it. That's where we're going. I'm telling you right now, 420,000 in 2028, as high as 600,000. But it's going to be 420 because that's just going to be hilarious. And then what is, let's see, if we go to 138, like I'm saying, the medium case scenario is 350. So I'm going to say 350 to 600. 350 to 600. What's the minimum? I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I love that. Carl, you're a savage. The longer the base, the higher the space. Love that. I'm stealing that one. Bitcoin down to 40K in 2026, 27. I could see it on a wick, Bobcat. I could see it on a wick, but what I'm saying is the base move is going to be 60, right? So, like, that's not out of the realm of possibility, like, on the actual climax of the market, right? But when we look at the previous bear market, right? So, yes, we did get to 15,500, right? That's what happened on the wick. But, like, where's the base of the move? The base of the move, where we have the most data points, is right here at 21,000. So, yes, it's very much possible in 26 that we have like a settling climax that gets us into 45,000 or whatever the case may be. That's fine. But you don't want to wait for that, is my point. You want to be accumulating the bottom range. So yeah, it's very possible. Yes, very much possible. The next bear market, we get into 45, 40K even on a wick, like on a day. It's going to be an hour though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be 2 or 3 hours. It's going to be bought up. So you don't want to be waiting for that. You might be the wise guy that gets it, but most likely you're not going to. Because here's the deal. Like, where are you getting those buys from? You're getting them from the institutions. So who's going to get the buys in first? You or the institutions? So don't wait for that day. Don't wait for the day that never comes. If you happen to have some dry powder as well, in addition to your normal DCA accumulation, that's fine. But don't be like, I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to wait for this hour and I'm going all in right now, baby. Because let me ask you, did you go all in at 50K when Japan cut the rates? Did you go all in at 53K? Or were you waiting for it to go lower? If no, then just DCA, okay? Because in order for us to come from 207,000, here's like the obvious thing that is going to sound really, really obvious, but it's not going to be obvious when it's happening, okay? It's going to be very obvious for me to say this right now, but when it's happening, it will not be obvious. For us to come from 207,000 all the way back down to 60, something scary took place. And at the bottom will be maximum fear. Oh, I'm selling my Bitcoin in 20. Yeah. What's your thoughts on trading bots? Like, listen, trading bots work until they don't. I don't believe in it, because here's the dirty secret of trading. Here's the dirty secret that trading influencers will not tell you. There is no one indicator that works 100% of the time. And the variable that is needed is you. And the variable that is needed is discretion. Trading bots do not have discretion. Trading bots do not have a gut instinct. Okay, so nothing works every single time, all the time. And you inevitably, you have to use discretion. That's the dirty secret that trading influencers will not tell you, but that is the truth. I'm here not to win friends, not to win followers, but to tell you the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thoughts on AVAX? I like AVAX. Bitcoin prediction this bull run. My Bitcoin prediction this bull run, medium case 138. Bull case, $270,000. Make sure I didn't miss nobody on the Solnick account. By the way, make sure you guys follow me on YouTube if you're watching on TikTok. I've already been banned once on TikTok. Says Giga Chad. Is that a coin or are you calling me a Giga Chad? I've already been banned once on TikTok. Make sure you follow me on YouTube at your boy Ski. YABOYSKEY. Thoughts on Algorand and XRP? I have different. My thoughts are, I believe Algorand will only retrace. I like Algorand. I believe XRP is going to get to $5 to $14. And let's look at XRP now. Last time I was in your feed, I was just pulling a chair with all the... Pulling a chain. Oh, bro, it's all good. And listen, I don't want to be in an echo chamber. It's all good. If you disagree with me, that's fine. I don't want to be in an echo chamber. I want you guys to think for yourselves. That's my whole mission. I don't want to be your savior. I don't want to be your hero. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to give you, I'm like Morpheus, okay? I'm Morpheus, and I'm presenting you the pills. Where are we? There we go. I'm Morpheus. I'm presenting you the pills. You are the one, not me. That's it. I want you to be your own hero. Do you currently hold XYO? I do. Thoughts on our... Okay, let's get back into XRP. What's the highest price you think, Solana? 700 is the highest likely price. The highest like technical price I think would be 1,000, but you don't want to wait for that. Do you think Landwolf will come down to 10 million? I think that Landwolf's blood is done. I've been bearish on Landwolf since June. On my mama, video evidence, I've been bearish on it since June. I'm still like relatively bearish on it. Holy shit. Doohickey Wop Wop, you're getting 10,000 Solnic plus the Discord. My bad, bro. XRP. All right, let's look at XRP. $5 to $14 for XRP is my target, but let's get into why. This right here is why. This is a big level. So when we're looking at XRP measured in Bitcoin, every time we have gotten to this level of support, both horizontally and on this moving average here, on this trend line, every time we have gotten below this and then bounced off of it, like we are seemingly doing right now, it has been a minimum of an 8x. And to me, one of the most... XRP is the silver of cryptocurrency. And I don't mean that it's the second best. When I say XRP is silver of cryptocurrency, I don't mean that it's necessarily the second best. What I do mean, if you don't know, silver, as in like physical, real life, real deal silver, is the most repressed asset that exists. It is one of the most manipulated, and it is one of the most repressed assets that exists. Period. I'm not talking about the actual physical stuff. I'm talking about the asset that is traded, which is silver. And when I say XRP is the silver of cryptocurrency, that's what I mean. I don't necessarily mean it's the second best, although you could make a case for that. Some would probably say it's copper. But what I do mean is it is very much manipulated. Right? Very much. But just because that's the case doesn't mean you can't make money. Just because that is the case, it doesn't mean you can't make money. And when these things finally do have a breakout from this level, they tend to do so very violently. Even silver. Even silver. Like, let's go After this, we're going to look at silver because I'm going to show you what I mean. Brad has too many coins to sell XRP. Mayasi. How am I looking? Do you do stocks? My stocks is very boring. Okay, listen, I stay in my lane. I use 100% of my bandwidth for my lane. Okay, so anything outside of my lane, I understand stocks. I understand trading and how to chart things and all of that, but I don't want to use bandwidth on it because the ROI is just not as worth it to me. So I have stocks, but they're boring. I have like ETFs and dividends. Okay, they're boring as hell. To me, the ROI is exponentially higher in cryptocurrency. So I'd rather use 100% of my bandwidth for that. So that is my answer to that. So I understand the stock game, but I don't use my bandwidth for it. All right, let's. He likes y'all talking about. All right. Render. Hopefully we see silver $100 someday. I think we will. Someday. But it's like this. It's boring, boring, boring. Back to the main point. Back to the plot. I lost the plot for a second. We're back. We're back. All right. Here's the deal. Every time we've gotten to these critical levels, it's been a minimum of an 8x, right? On the macro. And people think that this is like dead because it only retraced. And what I mean by retrace, from the top to the bottom, 50 to 70%, that's what I call the retracement. Okay, and as we can see, we got to the 618, which is 61.8% of the all-time high, right? So when I say the 618, that's 61.8% of the all-time high, as you can see, right? To me, this is one big macro move, though. Although it happened over 2 cycles for Bitcoin, this is one macro move for XRP, is my theory. And what I mean by that is, let's look at Bitcoin. Right? Let's compare. Let's compare, shall we? And let's delete this. We don't need this. Actually, let's delete all these. We're going to keep it a little bit cleaner. I know I have a lot going on here. All right, to me though, this is one macro play that's going on right now. And here's why. All right, so here's one full cycle for Bitcoin. And let's line this up the best we can. So I believe we're on the 3-day for both of them. Perhaps we're not. So let's put this on the 3-day or on the daily. Okay. So on the top, we have Bitcoin. Excuse me. Excuse me, moi. On the top, we have XRP, measured in US dollars. On the bottom, we have Bitcoin, which is what I believe structurally is happening here. Okay? Now, this happened over the course of 2 Bitcoin cycles, but to me, structurally, is one macro move. This is my theory. Okay? Now, from the top to the bottom, we retraced. Okay? From the top to the bottom, we retraced on Bitcoin to the 618. Perfectly. The 618. 61.8% of the all-time high, right? Then you came down, reaccumulated before you started the bull run. All right? So now, let's take a look at XRP. From the top to the bottom to the 61.8. The 61.8% of the top, just like Bitcoin did. So this is the retracement. This is the retracement. The retracement is from the top to the bottom, bouncing 50 to 70%. That's the move that we're talking about. So Bitcoin did it. Parabolic rise, distribution, reaccumulation, or markdown, reaccumulation, retrace. Parabolic rise, distribution, markdown, reaccumulation, retracement. Okay, distribution, markdown, reaccumulate. Distribution, markdown, reaccumulate. And then you have your mark up, which is what we call the bull run. So this is my theory as to what is at play with XRP. Now, is XRP going to $589? Is it going to $10,000? Is it going to $35,000? No. The answer is no. XRP might go to $5.89 because I live in reality. I live in where market cap matters. I live in catching the flavor of the move, not trying to maximize every single trade. All right. So now, the medium case to me is $8, but the low end, $5, high end, we're looking at about $14 for this move. And I like a few things. There's a lot of setups that we have. We have it's basically in a parallel channel for like 3 straight years, higher lows and lower highs. It's very much getting compressed. And again, fundamentally, what are the rules? The fundamental rules of Wyckoff. The more data points you have at a range, the higher you can launch. This is not your boy Ski's rules. This is the rules of Wyckoff, which was created 100 years ago. All right, now what do you see? People say that this is dead. I say it's a lot of data points. What about Solnic? Same thing. Solnic has the same chart as LCX. All right, now let's look at silver. Let's change out Bitcoin for silver. And because I compared XRP to silver, I said that silver, or XRP rather, is... We really need to look on the monthly. Look at that. Look at this chart. Bro, come on now. XRP is the silver of cryptocurrency. Look at this. Come on now. Come on now. Tell me that's not the same thing. On the top we have XRP. On the bottom we have silver. Literally the same damn chart. All right, now we're looking on the monthly. So this is a long period of time, but look at all this accumulation that took place. Retracement, reaccumulation again. Again, I think silver is going to break out pretty high. Now, we're looking on the monthly chart right now, so this could take literal years, maybe a decades to play out. And silver is not going to give you the same ROI as cryptocurrency. But I don't stack it for fun. I don't buy silver for funsies. Okay? I like this chart. So yeah, it says hopefully $100 someday. Yeah, that's the 2618. I think it's very possible. But it would take decades to play out, though. How did I miss your live? We just started. Don't worry. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share, so other people can spam the like button and hit the share. Just want to know about the listing. What are your thoughts on ALU? I don't have really any thoughts on it. You used to answer all my questions. Been skipping me, bro. I didn't skip you, bro. I have 2 TikToks up, and I'm like going in. I'm going more in depth on each individual question. Please show us. You guys want to see the charts? If you guys are watching on the Solnic account, would you rather see the charts? XRP prediction. My XRP 2025 prediction is $5, as high as $14. And when I say this to that, I'm not giving you a range. What I'm really saying is it's $5, it's $8, or it's $14. Excuse me, it's one of the 3. $176. I will be dead when silver hits $100. See, I got 5 10-ounce bars for 200 piece. What a steal. That is a steal. That is a good deal. I like silver. Do you have a list going for the portfolio reviews? Wondering where I stand. Yeah, send me a DM. XRP will go higher than Bitcoin. As far as what? Price? No. Mathematically, that's impossible. Mathematically, that is impossible. Market cap? I don't know. Maybe. That's not impossible. That would be crazy. Will Land Wolf go to 10 million market cap? All right. Let me know on the Solnick account that if you're watching on that account. Do you guys want to see the charts? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's flip you guys. Oops. It's gonna be hard to read. Maybe I like this. Is that okay? Is that crazy? Did that like screw everything up for you guys? What is your top? You said we test 65 go down. Where? You said we test 65 and then go down. Where are we at now? We're at 59,000. So yeah, you could definitely classify this as like, I don't want to say a completed move, but this is definitely what was to be expected in the micro. Definitely what was expected in the micro. When we're saying, because this is like the 702 is a very, very common place to get rejected. It's one of the most common. In fact, if you just pull up TradingView, right? And you just pull up your Fibonacci from the top to the bottom, you're not even going to have the 702, right? This is like on game type meta. If you have the stock Fibonacci, you're going to have the 786. That's going to be checked for you, and the 702 will not be checked. It's going to look something like that, except I think it's actually dark blue. Whatever, you get the idea. But to me, the 702 is the actual decider of whether or not... Where the hell did the 786 go? I don't want you here. We don't like you around here no more. That to me is the actual decider of whether or not something is going to go into price discovery or not. If something gets above the 702, body closes, and I'm not talking about just like a little wick, right? So you have to use, again, discretion is key. I don't mean like something like this, and then you have a little wick above the 702. That doesn't count. What I mean is like the next time around, you get up here and you start closing like that. That to me is a strong signal that the next move is getting into price discovery. The price discovery is what I would classify as the 1618. So yeah, that's why I have the 702. To me, the 702 is the deciding factor. But even if you do get through it, right? And the point of this little thing that I was just saying, even if you do get through it, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Pickle. Rarely are you going to get through it the first time. Rarely does it happen. So when we pull this fib from the top to the bottom, it's the 702, the back test of the prior range. That's the most common move. So now we're going to see. Like the next thing is we're going to test this 702 again. And I would say if we get above $65,100, that is a very strong sign. But on the downside, it wouldn't be weird for us to get into the 382 and test all of that, which is about $57,000-ish for Bitcoin. Let me make sure I didn't miss nobody. Says that's good. So you guys prefer it this way? All right, cool. Ski prediction. Quan is a great buy right now. I agree. I believe in Quant. Why are so many people talking smack about Quant? Because that's what they like to do at the bottom. Gibbo. Here's the deal, Pickle. People like to shit on things at the bottom. And they like to tell you that it's going higher off to Neverland at the top. Because retail investors consistently, not even just in crypto, not gold, silver, real estate, consistently buy the top without fail. Do not be like retail. So if retail, aka regular people outside, what? That's retail too. He's just an idiot. He or she is a regular person who has no idea, just like everybody else. A million followers is retail too. He just has a million followers. But here's the deal. If they are shitting on it, guess what? That's a good sign. Period. Irish Dano, thank you for the let 'em cook. KV, thank you for the W's. Jerry, thanks for the roses. Thank you for the too funny. The lightning. Uh-oh, we're getting disconnected here. Are we good on TikTok? Praise the ski. Don't praise me. Don't praise me. Did we lose YouTube? I think we might have just had an internet flare thing. Are we good on YouTube? Somebody tell me we're good on YouTube. Somebody tell me don't sleep on ADA, mate. Yeah, ADA. Okay, listen. Here's the coveted list. Okay? We have the coveted list right here. And the list is the Wyckoff-Ski list. And in order to get on this list, you must have one of three qualities. Quality number one that you must have is the inflation. Has to be good. No to low inflation. That is quality number one. That is a must. In order to get on the coveted Wyckoff-Ski list, you must have low, to no inflation. Okay? Quality number two is the chart that has everything on this list has the same exact chart, and we'll show it to you. But we're going to say good charts. And quality number three, you have to be doing something fundamentally. If you have all three of these qualities, you will find yourself over here to the Wyckoff-Ski list. And everything on this list, to me, is a good buy and a good value. All right? Everything on this list is a good value and a good buy. All right? And you're going to see that they all look literally exactly the same. ICP, Link, VeChain. They all want to go up on me. Flux, HNT, Rose, Pro, AVAX, LCX, Shiba, ADA, Doge, XYO, XDC, Dent, API3, Theta, Tel. By the way, I don't have any Tel coin. I don't own any of this. But it's worth investigating because it fits all three categories. Naka, Render is not on the list, but it's an example of what the list does after it looks like this. Mark down, sign of strength, back test of the prior range. Boom. Mark up. AKA bull run. Everything else is right here. Everything else looks exactly the same as render did right here. Okay? Same thing for engine or INJ, not engine. Same setup. And then boom. Okay, Iotix is on the list. FET, same setup, right? Mark down, sign of strength back test, and then boom, bull run. Now, these are in different phases. I need to move this one so it works fluidly. So render, INJ, and I need to put this up here. Render, INJ, and FET are in different phases of the market, but they are the example of what is to come after all of these look the same, right? So let's do like FET on the top. Whoops. FET on the top. It's on the monthly. You guys can't even see this. I'm gonna angle you guys down. There we go. So on the bottom we have Iotix, FETs on the top. They're all the same. See how they're the same? They are the same. This is where Iotix is, right here for FET. Boom. That's what's next. All right. Same thing. DGB. They're all the same spot. So yes, ADA, the point of all this, ADA is on the list as well. Says we good. Ski, can we get a ski prediction? In 2025, your boy Ski is going to go absolutely, undeniably parabolic. We're getting over minimum 100K followers. Minimum. Pepe. I like render. It's just in a different phase, right? Render's in a different phase. On the top of the bar and rooftop Nashville. Link $80 to $180. Says, I'm confused. What are you confused about? How high do you think Bitcoin will get in 2024? 85K, 88K, 100K, somewhere in there. What are you confused about, bro? Good on TikTok again. Did we cut out on TikTok for a little bit? Link, brother, 100. What part about the chart are you confused about? All right, so what we're looking at is structure. On top is FET. On bottom is anything that looks like FET before it had this big move. Okay, so most of the market is here in this exact moment. This is the next structural moment. That's what we call the bull run. So I'm looking for coins that have this structure right here. Okay, an example of one is DGB, Naka. Let me point you down a little bit. Naka has the same structure. Telcoin has the same structure. Theta has the same structure. But the thing is, like, it's here, though. It's here, which is the same moment as here. API 3 has the same. Dent has the same. XDC, XYO, like all these coins have the same setup right up here for API 3. Also, INJ is another example of something that did it already. Same setup, right? And then you have your back test, and then boom, bull run. Render is another example. Same setup, sign of strength back test, and then boom, bull run. So I'm looking for coins that are here in this moment. And I have a whole list of them that are doing it. The coveted. What website can I use for a chart? I'm using TradingView. It's a free. Can you please look at Wolf chart? Yeah. Yes, let's look at Wolf. I have been bearish on Wolf since June. I have been bearish on Wolf since June. And I've been telling you guys take profit on Wolf since June. Oh, we have it up. Because this is distribution. AKA the top. And we were at the 3618. So literally, and again, I don't care about getting above this. This to me is, it's irrelevant. Like if you were accumulating Wolf down here and you made a 10 plus X on this ride, this is clearly the bull run. What the hell is another 30% to the upside? It's not for you. It's not for you. I promise you, you could go and look at my YouTube. Go look at all my videos. Your boy Ski. Go look at my videos. All my live streams since June. Whoops. Since June 20th, I believe it was when it, and you can see that I was bearish on June. I was telling people to take profit. All of this stuff I was saying, take profit. For the love of God, take profit. Now he's asking me, is it done? Is the bloodiness done? I'm going to say yes, relatively. But just because it's done doesn't mean it's rockets and Lambo time. Done means it's going to reaccumulate. Can you look at Wolf on ETH, not Sol? Thank you for the $4.99 donation, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
I appreciate you. Trading View with no S. Just Trading View. There's a paid version. So you say, what do you mean? Like, okay, he says, $20 million. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm going to say that I like this chart better than Sol's chart. It's more clear to me that it's working on distribution. What do you think about Ondo? Listen, I do not like Ondo's chart. I'm not a fan. I can pull it up. That's the fake wolf. No way. What is wolf? It's a, I think it's a meme coin. This to me is more clear that it's in Arrow or Ondo. I don't like either one of them. I don't like their charts. Okay, so the Ethereum wolf to me is more clear. At least this specific chart, that accumulation has started. This is more clear to me that this is the bottom. And I mean bottom relatively. Like obviously on any given day, you could have a wick lower. You know what I'm saying? But this has already started. This is the selling climax, your automatic reaction. And now you're somewhere. Let me show you like structurally where you're at. Okay, so you had your selling climax and your automatic reaction. You probably had your secondary test. You're somewhere in phase B. So you still have some work to do. But to me, this chart is clear that the work has started when we're looking at Ethereum. to me, it's clear that the accumulation has started. Whereas when I look at the Solana one, it's not as clear. So this could get lower on any given day, but I think relatively the blood is pretty much done, and you're going to be chopping here for a while. Now, the next leg up is going to take you, I don't know what this number is, but I'll give you ROI percentage. Now, this isn't tomorrow, okay? What I'm about to say is not tomorrow, okay? It's going to be choppy and boring for a minute, but you're looking at about an 11x. Land Wolf on Solana. I got it, Alex. We started there. But me, myself, and I sent a donation for me to look at it on Ethereum. I actually like the one on Ethereum better, to be honest with you. But I'll look at it again. That's fine. The chart looks better on Ethereum than it does on Solana. But on my mama, I was saying to take profit since June. All of this, go back and look at my YouTube lives. Any date between June 20th through July 2nd. I promise you I was telling you guys to take profit on Wolf. I promise you I said to take profit. I promise you. But to me, this chart, like, it's not as clear that it's deep in accumulation. This to me is starting accumulation, and it's going to be boring and choppy for a little minute. But I think that relatively most of the blood is done. Like, you should have taken profit, obviously, hindsight, back in June and July. But if you haven't at this point, I think you're better off just riding it out. The next leg will take you to about 3.3 cents. Says, will the real wolf please stand up? 3.3 cents, fam. What is your YouTube name? Yo boy Ski. YABOYSKEY. And you can see all of what I'm talking about very clearly on that, because I'm live on there right now as well. Thank you, Ski. Took profit when you said, so now I'm going to buy back on Wolf. Yeah, honestly, I don't... Like, I think most of the blood is done. Someone asked me, can it get to 10 million? So it's at 15.9. Theoretically, that's possible. I don't think it's going to live there, though. I would call this the bottom range. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we average out the next 60 days, this is where it's going to be hanging out. Right? So can we do, like, some stuff, you know, like down into here and like this? Yes. But this is going to be where it's going to hang out at. I don't know if that makes sense or not. 10 million is theoretically possible. I don't think it's is likely, though. Where you bought that hat at? I should have some merchandise on my website. We watching the debate next week? We can if you want. When is it? Oh, next week? I'm not going to be here Thursday through Sunday. So if it's any of those days, I'm not going to be live. I'm going to be working on some videos. So I'm going to record some videos and I'm going to edit them. And I might upload some videos, you know, daily. But I don't know that I'm going to be live Thursday through Sunday. So we won't be taking off Wednesday next week like we normally do. So I'm going to be streaming Sunday. So we're going to stream on Saturday this week as well. We're going to stream on Wednesday. So from today through next Wednesday, we're going to be going live every day. And then I'm going to take off live streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Says, go Cowboys. Why? I'm going to the Browns-Cowboys game. My wife's a huge Cowboys fan. And I'm a huge Browns fan. So it's going to be an awkward ride home for one of us. Spoiler, it's her. Should I take profit on Land Wolf or wait? At this point, bro, if you didn't take profit, I would wait. The move was to take profit back in June and July. And I know that sucks, like saying it now, because it's hindsight, right? But I promise you I said to take profit back then. I promise you I did. Go back and look. But if you haven't now, it's the blood to me relatively is mostly done. Unless something fundamentally changes, right? I don't know anything about this project fundamentally. But I would say that NBA team, the Cavs. What cold wallet do you recommend? The cold wallets that I personally use is Ledger, and will work for you, honestly, because here's the deal. Your crypto is not stored on the wallet. You're accessing it through proper necessary things. Your crypto is secure regardless of what wallet you use. It's when you give your via backing up your keys to a third party, that's when you're at risk. You do not store your blockchain on the hardware wallet. You store the blockchain. You access it through the hardware wallet. So if you do the proper things, any wallet will work. The ones that I personally use are Ledger and Decent. Thoughts on Rose? Rose is on the coveted Wyckoffsky list. Great charts, great fundamentals, great everything. I like Rose. $1 to $2 for Rose. Let's see. 33.3 cents, not 33 cents. What do you think about Aptos? It says, say it again. Y-A, or here, I'm going to type it for you. Here's my YouTube if you're watching on the other TikTok. Y-A-B-O-Y-S-K-E-Y. Make sure you guys subscribe to this. This is my YouTube channel. I've already been banned from TikTok once. It could easily be twice. That is my YouTube. Subscribe there. Do you think AI narratives may come back? Yeah, it's possible, but I was early on this that I was like, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in the narrative. I think it's way too early for the actual technology. Like, I don't believe we've actually had AI at all. What we have is data collecting, and we have this cool software that spits out things that it's collected from. That's not artificial intelligence. That's a really fast Google or a more advanced Google. It's not AI though. Do you have a cold wallet? I do. I use Ledger and I use Decent. What do we got here? You have a narrative you think is real? Mining, proof of work. I'm here from TikTok. Let's go, you savage.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you. Dude. Yeah, I don't really believe in narratives, bro. Like, I've talked about this, to be honest, because I think that the apex predators manipulate you off of news, right? So we've talked about this many times, but the video that I made and I still believe in is trade the news and you will lose. KV, thank you for the galaxy. Big D, did I miss you, bro? Thank you for the TikToks, the roses, the lightning, the tiny dinies. You savages. I appreciate you guys.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Webb says, I have hot wallets. Am I good? I think you do have a added layer of security with cold wallets. I think everyone if you have above $5,000 in crypto, I think that's sort of the threshold where it makes sense, where you could go ahead and spend $100 or $200 and get a cold wallet. To me, that's about the threshold where it's like about $5,000. It's like you probably should have a cold wallet. You know what I'm saying? Because they could shut down the internet, theoretically. But you can still access your blockchain without the internet. Are they easy to use? Simple and easy are not the same. It definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. It says, I've been subscribed to you a long time. No giveaway. Are you talking about our wallets easy to use? I think they're simple to use. But they are, by design, not supposed to be easy. Because security by design is supposed to be clunky. And you're supposed to have bottlenecks. So it's not convenient, for sure. It's not convenient. Because like every single time I use this, and like every 5 minutes, I have to put in my password on here every like 5 minutes. And every time I do another thing, I have to put in my password and I have to confirm it with 2 hands. Right? I have to confirm it with 2 hands. So it's clunky and it's simple, but I wouldn't say it's easy or convenient. And that's by design. Because by the very definition, security is not supposed to be convenient. Because easy in, easy out. Try the flex, bro. It's easy. We'll give her a try. What do you think about the new Pepe on base? It has 7 million market cap. I don't generally like any copycats. What's your top 3 that the best return? Solnik, Flux. Maybe DNX. Do any cold wallets hold Solnik? Yeah. Ledger does. It's not going to show up as Solnik, but it's on the blockchain. Can you trade from them? You can. You certainly can. You just have to connect your wallet. And that's like, okay, it's like you need to test this. You need to vet this place out. But there are decentralized exchanges that you can trade from too. Please, Clay prediction. Better than dealing with the bank. That's right. I agree. I agree. Solnik and hedge funds. Facts. Did anybody else mint a Gary? What are we at? 285? Yeah, listen, rumor has it. The word around the campfire, I can't confirm or deny. I don't know. But the word around the campfire is 286 is a Gary. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's the word around the campfire. That number 286 is a Gary. And if you don't know, all of the Garys, you get a minimum of 50,000 Solnik airdrop. Sup. I know Cliff does his on Ledger. Imagine if Ski creates an alter ego, makes a coin, and calls it Shadow. How many cold wallets do you recommend having? Just one is fine. I'm just like, I sent you a message. I got 241. Okay, I'll look. I like the 4 I got. Fair enough. I'm gonna say anxious is the right word. Maybe a little bit. I've been in this game long enough to know that any one of them could get burned at any time. Right? So for my own personal, you don't need to be this way. okay? But just the way that I am, I have like 15 different wallets, and that makes me sleep well at night because I know if one of them gets compromised, it's okay. It's not the end of the day. It would suck. Like, I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm not going to be pumped about it. But it's not my life's work that is gone. I'll get a baby. Did you get a chance to create the group for the NFT holders? Yes, it should be created. If you have 2 or more NFTs, send me a DM. Have been sold, 285. $285. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this time. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. I've been banned already. I know the narrative is that YouTube censors people, but I can assure you, I've had at least 50 videos taken down from YouTube. 0, never, not once have I ever had a video taken down from YouTube. I've been banned from TikTok. Never. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I will be live tomorrow. What time are we live tomorrow? 6 p.m. Central. We're going to be live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm going to be off the following Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless.
Damn, hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, hustling.
Oops.
Damn, hustling.